Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Oh, you need to see that. Did you read that? Pleasanton. So here I am passing by a city called Pleasanton, and I have some time, so I can come to see the city museum on the main, and you can take a look at the history of this place, and this is the surrounding area. Such a beautiful, beautiful little town. I should be able to talk a little bit loud. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. So here, today I pass through a little town called Pleasanton. It's not a little town, it's a big city now. And come here to the museum. Here is the history of the museum. Thousands of years ago, this place where I stand was inhabited by the local Indians, and they had their sustainable and they had their way of life. And then until 1770, there came the Spaniard, and took over the Upper California under the Spanish control. So this is the first uproot of the local life here. And this place was used mainly for a cattle ranch, and cattle ranch labored by the local native peoples, and also served for the Franciscan missionary and ranchero class of colonial land owners. Anyway, at the beginning, this was a place, a base, an agricultural base, a cattle ranch for the rich, for the established. And then there is the other second uproot was during the United States and the Mexico War, and America, United States took over, bought this land, Upper California, in 1846 to 1849. 49er is 1849, which was the gold developed, right? Gold discovered. So after the Mexican War, this place was becoming a new center of attraction because of the discovery of gold. The gold rush brought immigrants from all over the world, and then the railway brought people in, so it becomes a depot, a foundation for people from the coast come to America, come to this land, going into the inland gold rush, gold digging, gold rush works. So it's always something just right in the right location. And later on, the war, World War I, World War II, has big influence to this land, because they have soldiers went to the war, And one of the biggest challenge now is the new technology. Because of the new technology, Silicon Valley, they are at the edge of this place is at the edge of the rural area, Central Valley, and Silicon Valley, the high tech. So there are people all over the world, all over the country coming here, and a lot of big headquarters are here. So the city now has a big struggle or fast hold, stronghold approach to the city's development, which is called planned progress. And it is very true. When I come here, I see this city has a lot of old shops, coffee shops, restaurants, and very well preserved. It's very beautiful. It's a kind of a tourist, but real people tourist. Do I make any sense? There are a lot of places become so touristic that you do not even feel there are people real living there. But this is the place that people enjoy and live their life. And later on, we will go to the city streets. It's a really fun place. And this is the development of this area. Now let's take a look, slowly look. And the Native Americans, they live with very simple, very how do I say it? A very simple and very sustainable, natural way of living. So they have this obsidian trade and Shelmont, abalone, and the cattle's business, candle mold, and then the colonialization. The Spanish came, and they got their first uproot. Oh, the Spanish invasion. Although Spain had conquered Mexico in the 1500s, they had little interest in Upper California until nearly 2 centuries later, when Russian and British expansion threatened their existing empire in North America. Short of money and manpower, the 1769 King Carlos III San Franciscan missionary, accompanied by small groups of soldiers and civilian colonists, to convert the native people of Upper California to the Catholic faith, teach them European ways, and transform them into a loyal underclass of servant and laborers. So that's the Spanish invasion, and start to use the labor here and transform their way of life. This is from which country? Even in China, we see this same style of weaving machine, the thread making machine. So these are the old style life. I like that flower, that tray. It's so Art Nouveau style, especially that flower. Love it. I took some picture. Maybe later on I will try to be inspired from this design, do something. And this is the old organ. This is The organ was piano, used to be in Phoebe Hearst's music room. Look at it. This must be 100, 200 years ago, something like it. The old life. I like to see this. Oh, you only see me, do not see. The old toys. Oh, the little tiger. Look at this. Yeah, the soldiers went to war. First World War. Wow. And then they went through city. Then they start to develop. As time passed by, there is more opportunities, and there was an atomic valley, the atomic valley. What was about this atomic valley? That was, yes, here. The Valley Chito Nuclear Center was built in 1956 between Pleasanton and Sonora as a pilot project for civilian nuclear energy. That is so interesting. You know, nuclear power, there were a lot of saying against nuclear power, and with the energy in such a dear demand, I think this place will see new growth, will see new opportunity. This is what I think. A city of planned progress, so they want to control and not overdevelop too fast. Here are some aerial pictures, which is quite interesting. I like to see those aerial pictures. These are some posters, political propaganda. I do not mean propaganda in a bad way. It's some of the, let me turn off the, okay. These are the aerial pictures of the city development. I really like to see something visually. 1949. Is that a sports field or something? No idea, but 1949, 1984, 49, 84. See, this must be the land used to be. I am thinking this must be used to be this place and becoming so much expanded. And this is 1989. Where is that little circle? Maybe here. And the city is becoming so much bigger. And this one is 1999. That is the center area. I have no idea of, or maybe that is the place. Anyway, you can see the development of this place. Oh, they have a lake. That's so good. That's about it. I find it interesting to see different things. Okay, I think we are closing. So now we are outside. This is the museum. a small museum, but very humble, very real, and you get a feeling of a great city's humble start, and quite delicate, and everything was planned. I feel that this place was planned in the right scale. It's not overpowering. It's not overtaking too much space. It's quite interesting. That's the little town outside, and we are entering the old town, the historical downtown, and that is the main street. This street is called Main Street. Oh, Tulancingo, Mexico. 2,000 miles to Mexico, to Tulancingo, Mexico. Okay. So the rest of it, we will just walk around.